guys, Shashwat here back with another video. In this video, I'm gonna talk about my first impressions on the Huawei Honor 8. Now guys, yes, this is a thumb fracture, that's the reason I have not been making videos. But anyway, let's just get on to the topic. I've got the phone for around 1 day and I've not really used it much, so yeah guys, this is in no way a review, just the first impressions. Now the unboxing experience on this phone is a little unusual. Instead of the usual lift up the box and get the phone, you have put the box down and then you get the phone sideways. It's unusual. Personally, I like the unboxing experience. In the box, you get the phone itself, you get the wallbook and the USB Type-C cable. Yes, this one does have a Type-C port. And you get a nice VIP warranty card from Huawei. Now this makes the user feel premium because, well, they have warranty on their phone. Now let's just start by talking about the design of this phone. On the bottom, you have a Type-C cable, the speakers, and a headphone jack. Yes, it does have a headphone jack. On the right, you have the power button and the volume rockers. On the left, you have the SIM tray and you have nothing on the top. On the back, you have a really nice glass feel, which I really dig. You have two cameras, yes, two cameras, the flash, then the fingerprint sensor, and some Honor branding. I really like the design and feel of the back. It feels really comfortable, and while it might be a little bit too slippery, I like how the phone feels in the hand. On the front, you have the front camera, the ear speaker, and the display, and Honor branding. Now this phone has a 5.2-inch display, and I feel that it's not a little bit too big, it's not a little bit too small, and for me it's the sweet spot for display size. I can use it with one hand, which really comes handy and I can also watch videos and movies on this without a problem. The display also looks pretty good. I watched a few YouTube videos on this and it looked pretty nice. For the few couple of YouTube videos I watched, the audio seemed to be a little bit too low and the phone wasn't as loud as you would want it to be even at full volume. It's just a tiny little thing. You can of course hear what they're saying, but I would have liked it if it was a tad bit more louder. The phone also looks great from the back and from the front. Even from the front, it looks a little cheap for some reason. I don't know. I just feel like the branding on the bottom doesn't really have a good look. And instead of really other physical buttons, and like the OnePlus, we had a choice to switch from physical buttons to software buttons. As I said, the phone has a fingerprint sensor and it's a pretty good one. Most of the time, it has been sensing my finger very properly and without a problem. But nowadays, almost every phone has a fingerprint sensor, and to be honest, it isn't a huge thing for it to work properly. Apps like Facebook and YouTube work smoothly on this without a problem. I haven't faced any lag, even when using multiple apps. I also tried games like Leo's Fortune and Temple Run, and they seem to be working fine. There aren't a lot of frame rate issues, and it works like it should. Now, this phone has two cameras on the back, and I'm not really amazed by them. The phone takes decent photos, nothing too fancy. I will give a detailed review of the camera in my eventual phone review. These are just the first impressions. The front camera of the phone has the same story as the rear camera. Nothing too fancy, it works. But of course, I've not really had a long time with these, so I can't really say. Now, one major complaint I have with this one is the software. The software sucks. There aren't a lot of bloatware apps, but the skin that Huawei has over Android is not good. I hate it. One of the first apps I installed on this phone was Google Now Launcher and SwiftKey because the keyboard is also not good, to be honest. But of course, you can root it or install any launcher, so it's not a major problem. So yeah, the phone nails most of the stuff it does, and overall, I think it's a pretty good phone. I can't really say if you should buy it or not right now. Well, yeah, the phone is pretty good. My full review is coming and a comparison with the OnePlus is coming too. So like this video if you're hyped for that, and like this if you enjoyed this video. Also subscribe if you want to be the first one to know when that video drops. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'll meet you in my next one.